That's probably one of my favorite things about Love Inc. is how they help the family unit in its healing process, even coming out of poverty. One of the things that we ascribe to do within the Love Inc. model is actually to just listen to people. Just listening to them opens them up for dignity, and it adds value to who they are as people. And I think in the area when we are caring for these individuals, we have an acronym that we call the PERS, which is just the wagon wheel principle that we've talked about in other loving videos that we've done around here. But really, we do listen to their physical needs, their emotional needs, their relational needs, and their spiritual needs. And in that space that we're listening to them, it's adding value and dignity to back into their lives. It's essentially reassigning their value base, that they're more than just what they are in need of. They're more than just their material possessions. They're more than their position socially, even in life. And I think how that trickles down to the kids and to other family members makes a huge impact. When mom or dad or relative come home from maybe a loving journey of gathering items for themselves, they're not just coming home with stuff, but they're coming home with even maybe a fuller heart. They're coming home with a newer identity of self because they've gone through this process of having dignity and value reinserted into their life. And that to me is so important to our culture, to our people, to our family members, to these family members that we serve, because I think that is the very beginning of a healthy community. Is when people start recognizing that they have value, that they will then, with that value, they can begin to recontribute back into a society. So one of the things that we do within our process on our phone calls is just simply learning their name. And I write about that in my blog post, is like just learning their name and repeating it back to them immediately shows that they have value. A lot of these individuals that we do speak with, because they're identifying themselves with their neediness, they have other names that have been given to them. Think about when you go and you meet someone for the first time and they have a name tag on. And it says, hello, my name is hopelessness. Hello, my name is powerlessness. Or hello, my name is whatever the material possession might or need might be. And so when we actually remove those labels and we start saying their name over the phone, it means something. It's a big deal. And again, I think the beautiful part about that is that simple one act allows for individuals to start communicating maybe to their kids that evening in a more healthy way. And then the other part that I think is really, really important is we have the PERS, the physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual wheels that we talked to them about. But the other thing we also do just naturally, part of the loving model, is we begin to give them hope. And the word that we use for that is optimism. So we start recognizing that these individuals need things in their lives to have hope and to look forward to. So we work with individuals on dreaming for themselves and curating a future for themselves. And we do that also specifically through the church. And this is the part for me that's the most exciting, is that when we utilize the churches and their network of people to walk with these individuals, to journey with them. You think about how many times a day you might think about these individuals might think about their poverty, or they might think about their neediness or their struggles, their stress, their hopelessness, whatever that might be. Every time they come in contact with a loving volunteer or church member that is assisting them in whatever area, there's an automatic infusion of hope, joy, and love that is moving into that space of that person's life and interrupting and disrupting their current stream of frustration or stress or challenges. All too often, we hear over and over again that when individuals come to a loving gap ministry, or or they're connecting or communicating with somebody from a church, like their stress immediately goes down because there's hope there, and then their hope and their value increases because of the love from these church individuals. And so for me, where I think the loving really helps the family unit the most is by adding value of hope and a new network of people that can help them journey moving forward in their lives, in their stress, and their circumstances. And then ultimately, prayerfully, we be able to help them out of those areas as we're walking with them.